Hello everyone. I hope you people are doing good. So in today's session we will be discussing about the last topic of our second chapter plants, that is seed dispersal, in which we will discuss in some detail about the different methods of seed dispersal. So let's get started. So let me ask you one question. What is the total number of students in your class? Now you might say 30 or maybe 35. Now, what if many students from the other class were also asked to sit in your classroom? Would everyone get a seat? Probably no, right? Similarly, if too many seeds are sown too close to each other, they will not be able to germinate. There will always be a struggle for food, water, and sunlight. Remember, we learnt about the topic overcrowding in our previous session. Seeds need proper amount of sunlight, air and water to grow into healthy plants. That is why nature helps in scattering the seeds. Now what do we mean by the word scatter? The word scatter means to throw something in various different directions. So nature helps in scattering these seeds. It helps in throwing away these seeds in different directions, and it makes sure that they do not grow too close to each other. So the process by which these seeds are scattered away or thrown away in different directions from the main plant is called as seed dispersal. Seeds are dispersed in different ways, but broadly we have categorized them into human made ways and natural ways. The natural ways are further divided into five main categories. That is, seeds can be dispersed by wind, by water, by birds, insects, and rodents like rats, squirrels, etc., or by human beings and animals. And lastly, seeds can be expelled out by cracking and bursting. Now let us talk about the first way of seed dispersal, that is human made ways. Human beings select seeds of useful plants and sow them in the soil to get new plants. You must have seen farmers sowing seeds of different useful plants like wheat, maize, mustard, etc. Now let us talk about the natural ways of seed dispersal. Plants, especially those which are growing in forests, use lots of natural ways to scatter their seeds. We will discuss about the first way of scattering the seeds, that is dispersal by wind. Seeds that are light and have hair or wing-like structures on them are usually dispersed by wind. Seeds like cotton and dandelion have fine, long hair around them which are carried away by the wind, whereas seeds of drumstick and maple have wings which spin through the air like mini helicopters. Now here we have examples of seeds dispersing by wind. The first example is of maple seeds. Here you can notice that maple seeds have wing-like structures. These structures help the maple seeds to spin through the wind very easily. The second image is of dandelion seeds. These seeds are very light, small, and have hair on them. The hair enables them to fly with the wind and get dispersed very easily. Now let us talk about the second method of dispersal of seeds, that is by water. The seeds of plants that grow in or near flowing water are generally dispersed by water. Coconut has air trapped between its fibers, which helps it to float, and it is dispersed by water. Whereas the lotus fruit is very spongy and light, and it floats easily on water. Now our next method of dispersal is by birds, insects and rodents. Some insects, birds and rodents store seeds inside their burrows. Also, when birds or rodents eat fruits, their seeds come out as droppings. These seeds may grow into new plants in a new environment, and this is how these seeds are dispersed. Now, our next method of seed dispersal is by human beings and animals. After eating fruits like lychee, peach, papaya, orange, and other fruits, we throw away the seeds. When these seeds fall on the ground, they germinate. In this way, we help in their dispersal. Also, there are many plants like castor, burdock, cocklebur, which depend on animals, including humans, to carry their seeds away from the main plant. Their fruits are a bit thorny and have hooks on them. They get stuck to the clothes of humans or skin and the fur of animals. They get carried to different places where they fall down and grow into new plants. Our last method of seed dispersal is through cracking and bursting. Some fruits like pea, poppy, balsam, ladyfinger, bean burst open and they scatter the seeds away from the plant. This is how seeds get dispersed by this method. Now you know why and how plants grow at all places. The dispersal of seeds plays an important role in increasing the number of plants all over the earth. Now let us watch a video to summarize what we have learned so far about seed dispersal.
Dispersal of seeds. Plants disperse their seeds by different means. Seeds may get dispersed by wind, water, fire, or animals. Some plants even shoot their seeds out explosively. Plants like the pea, bean, soybean, etc. spread their seeds effectively without any external help. They spread the seeds by violent explosion of their pods. All these plants depend on the sun for seed dispersal. As a pod dries in the sun, tension is set up in the walls, eventually causing it to split along two lines of weaknesses. Then the two halves curl back suddenly and flick out the seeds within in an explosive manner. Some plants, such as tecoma and dandelion, disperse their seeds by wind. These plants produce small, light seeds that are covered by outgrowths. These structures help the seeds stay longer in air and spread far away. The seeds of a dandelion plant are covered by hair-like outgrowths that act as parachutes and carry the seeds over great distances. Tecoma plants have light winged seeds. The wings help the seeds stay afloat in air and travel long distances away from the parent plant. Clematis, cotton, milkweed, and maple are some other plants whose seeds are dispersed by wind. Some plants that grow in or near water bodies, like lotus and coconut, disperse their seeds by water. The seeds of these plants are adapted to float on water. Coconuts have a thick fibrous outer shell that makes them light and waterproof and helps them float on water. The seeds of lotus plants are dispersed along with the fruit. The fruits are light and spongy. As a result, they float on water for long distances. The seeds of foxgloves, mangroves, sea beans are also dispersed by water. Plants like fig, tomato, strawberry, and orange produce fruits which are fleshy and edible. Their seeds have a hard protective shell. When animals eat such fruits, the seeds are not digested and are passed out along with their feces. As animals keep moving around, the seeds are dispersed away from the parent plant. Plants such as Trollius, Cockleber, Castor, and Burdock produce seeds which have hooks or spines. These seeds get attached to the fur of animals or the clothes of people who pass by the plant. This way, the seeds are carried and deposited in different places. When people cut fruits and vegetables and throw away the seeds, they aid in seed dispersal too.
I hope you understood about the process and importance of seed dispersal through this video explanation. Now your homework for today is that you have to read the topic from the book.